Hey everybody, it me, Fresh Baked Niche. So this bit's being added and the video is being re-uploaded and stuff. Not that you'll notice, because happy November. um, so just the other day, at time of this video being released, Nintendo gave us some new Animal Crossing stuff. Of course, a Switch 2 port, weirdly, like late after the system's already been out, but whatever. There's some graphical stuff. There's some new, whatever, like more player multiplayer. Like what is it, 12 now? Stuff like that. I just wanted to note the fact that I'm excited about some of it, like the ability to bring in some of the Splatoon characters in essence, and also the Legend of Zelda guys. That's really cool, and like all the items and stuff. The collabs are neat. I'm still not sure about the Lego one, but yeah, it looks good. It's fine. It's whatever. I just, I'm excited about a lot of it. I think my biggest complaint, though, is the version 3 stuff. Because, oh, your pier gets expanded. Oh, that sounds cool. Oh, it's a hotel. Okay, what does this mean? Oh, it's the weird DLC that, you went and did houses and stuff. But, way smaller. So you just remade the DLC. Kind of lame. But, whatever. I might be alone on that one. If you take care to give an opinion, let me know down in the comments. I'm just but that's not neither here nor there. I just wanted to interject this bit because it's recent news and it's relevant to me at least. So yeah, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Thanks. So yeah, anyways, so I thought I'd play a little bit of Mega Blanc. Mega Bonk, not Mega Blanc. There we go. I got some stuff I need to do, you can see here. And I thought it'd be cool to talk about games and achievements. So, don't mind me playing on tier 1. I'm just trying to do the thing where you gotta kill people with swords. I'm not trying that hard. Anyways, hold on. Let me just adjust the volume a little bit. There we go. So, I'm from a older time, which is weird to say because it's oh, I'm not quite 30, I'm still young, but we're in a generation that's technology is expanding really, really fast, and with that is games, and I feel like kids nowadays are used to the gaming experience of everything is half-baked, not really what it should be, and the rewards aren't what they used to be. And games like Mega Bonk here, I think, exemplify what games were like. If you wanted to get something, you had to earn it through either trial and error or just determination. And so far, at least from what I'm seeing, if you want something, all you have to do is just try to do it. Whether it be, eliminate a certain amount of enemies, get to a certain, checkpoint, whatever. And you get stuff, you unlock it, it's great. And, when I was a kid, that was, I think, what was so cool about games was when it was oh, if you do this, you actually earn stuff. Because not for nothing, but I think Fortnite has caused some damage. And I don't mean, the normal, haha, funny, it's ruining the gaming industry, but there aren't really achievements per se. I mean, sure, there's the battle pass and there's stuff you have to do, but there's 2 tiers because you have to pay for it, which, okay, sure, that's, I guess, a way of doing it, but now everybody's no, if you want these cool cosmetics, you don't just play the game anymore, you gotta shill out however much money for it, and that's, I don't know, I don't care for that too much. I think it's a very low bar, but if you have rewards in games, there should be a way to unlock them without spending money, because, there are those people who are going to save the time, and they're going to give you that money anyways. But then you got people who just, they already paid for your game. Now, if it's free, that's one thing, I guess. But if it's a paid game, why are you also charging for cosmetics? And, I can hear some people saying, oh, well, what does it matter? It's a cosmetic item. It doesn't change anything. But it's that's not the point, I guess. It's content that you no longer have access to. It's I don't want to say debilitating, it's just, it's limiting. And it really shouldn't be. And, you know, but getting back to it, I like achievements. I think it's nice to be able to sit there and go, hey, look at this, you know, trophy or whatever. I completed a task that was extremely hard, and I basically get a merit badge for saying, look, I did it. And I think that's cool. That's awesome. You know, I mean, that's one of the reasons I like computer gaming at this point. It's funny, I used to not care, but you know, it's cool being able to see like what I've done, see what my friends have done, and just know like there's more to it, you know? And I don't know. Ooh, hold on. Options. Sure. I kind of wish more games would include things like this, because like in the case of Mega Bonk, you know, sure, whatever, you gotta kill a bunch of people, you gotta do whatever, and then maybe, just maybe, you can get like an alternative skin or something. And yeah, it costs silver, but you earn the silver by just playing, so awesome. Like, to me it's a win-win. It's great. Ooh, size. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm losing the point to my own video, and that's fine. Nobody watches me anyways. But I wish we could get back to a point where achievements meant something, and you like could flex in the fact that you earned something, because I know back in like the Halo days, if you wanted some cool armor, you had to try for it, you know, and it sucks missing out if you're not good at it or you're incapable. And you know, I'm sorry, like I've been in that boat, it sucks. But that just lets you know, like, hey, somebody who does have it, that is a mark of honor, you know? Like, they earn that. And it's more of a test of skill. I mean, unless they cheated, which, yeah, there's always that chance. Unfortunately, people have ways of doing things that are icky, to put it nicely. But I don't know. I like being rewarded. I'm not saying I need a participation trophy, but if I'm getting some recognition for my skill, that is, in my opinion, just super awesome. And, you know, I wish more games would do it. I actually think it's interesting that after all these years, like, Nintendo doesn't really do achievements. Because I feel like it would add just a little bit more to their games. I'm not saying anything crazy either, and I guess in some sense they do have them. Case in point, I know like in Mario Wonder, there were certain like badges and stuff you could only get if you completed certain feats. So if you saw somebody online using those things, it's like, oh, well, they did it. They ran the gauntlet. They got, you know, what they needed, and that's awesome. But I feel like it also adds that sense of wonder, like, ooh, I see this thing that somebody else is doing or has. How do I get to that point? And, you know, that's great. And with a game like this one, you know, I hear people talking about their builds and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, I have this item. It's like, oh, well, I don't even know what that item is. How do I get it? What do I have to do? And for the most part, it is literally just play the game. You know, try things. Use every character. Use every resource you have. Get better at playing. And, you know, it's nice. I don't know why I thought this would be a longer discussion topic for me. It isn't. Well, at this point, I guess if you're still watching, thank you. I guess we'll finish out this run. And yeah. Speaking of trophies and stuff, I will say I do... Yes! There we go. I don't like when achievements become impossible. So, like, Bulletstorm. I love Bulletstorm. It is one of my favorite, like, arcade shooter type deals. But, like, there's a couple of achievements that you can no longer get because it's all dependent on servers that don't exist anymore. And I think that is really just sad and unfortunate. And even little ones, like I've been getting into Skylanders recently. I'm sure I'll talk about it at some point. But it's come to my attention that there's one of the games you literally cannot get all of the achievements for anymore. Just because, what is it? You have to interact with a message board where, like, the developers would put, like, news or updates or whatever. Well, because it was tied to a server and that server no longer exists, there is no message. And because there's no message, you technically can't read it. Therein, you don't get the achievement anymore. I think that's just a shame. I wish there was a way that that could be maybe worked around, because, I mean, it's not the player's fault. And I know games aren't built in, like, perpetuity like they should be. But just the fact that this option for you is now completely removed. And I don't want to say because of unforeseen consequences, just things move on, things go away. And unfortunately servers do have to close just because, well, I think in their case the company got liquidated. But it's still very unfortunate because, like, now here we are, you know, you get nothing. And, like, if you didn't already have the achievement, well, now you just kind of have to accept that 100% really means 99%. And that's okay, I guess. I don't know, it feels bad. And at the same time, you know, it can be discouraging because if you are somebody, like, I'll say this, I would like to maybe get back into streaming. I would love to do some Skylanders content, just because I do miss those games. And I think it'd just be a lot of fun, but I was like, oh, I could do a 100% stream, but then it's like, well, there's the crux. I can't. Because it just doesn't exist anymore. And that is, you know, you gotta give yourself, I guess, a gold star. Give yourself that platinum. Be like, hey, I did do it. Just as much as I could. And that's just something you gotta stomach, I guess. I don't know. To me, it feels off. I would rather it be a complete process, but whatever. Honestly, what I feel like could have maybe happened, push an update that makes it so when you boot up the game, you just automatically get the achievement. Or, in a specific situation like that one, put a message that permanently shows up on the board. So that way people do have something they can still check, you know? Because sure, it's not connected to your servers anymore, but then it doesn't matter. It's free. But, yeah, Editor Patrick back at it again. I got, like, really in the zone. Forgot I was making a video. Wow, that was something. Oh shit, I'm still recording. Yeah, so sorry about that. I don't know, I got, like, really in the zone. Anyways, my big point is just, I wish achievements felt better to get in most games. Like, again, obviously, Megabog is definitely a diamond in the rough as far as I'm concerned. I know most Steam titles have them, but I feel like a lot of the times it's either they're just way too hard to get, or they're just so easy that you get, like, all of them in, like, half a second. And, you know, I'm sure that's to each their own and how you just decide you want to do things. But, you know, at the end of the day, I really would prefer, like, a balance. Have the ones that are skill-based. Have the ones that are just from playing the game. Yeah, I think people should just have them. Do them. But, you know, other than that, thank you for listening to me ramble. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, there's a like button. Please hit it, maybe. And, you know, if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing and hitting the little bell. It certainly helps out the channel. Lets me know what people are interested in. other than that, hopefully you all have a good November. This time next week, I'll be in Atlantic City having a great November. So, yeah. Love y'all. Have a good day. And bye bye.